Go district. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, bleed, ball. And I bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. Cause I bleed, bleed, bleed. Hey, bleed and I ball. Defeated the odds. Didn't see him at all. JD in the pods. I needed it all. I bleeded a lie. You bleeded a lie. Nah, I bleeded a lie. And that's what I go do. Facts, let me show you. Happen to know dudes. Draft and they don't do bad and they don't lose. Make you wanna bleed, bleed, bleed. It's the Go District boys giving you the business and no gimmicks. The best ball drafts got me feeling like it's Christmas. Then it's Christmas all of a sudden and these riches came from nothing. And I got this all from loving a district. See, I just drafted, forget it. I laughed at the critics, they mad at the digits. I clap back by listening. See, BALLiN ain't a problem if you kick it with them off. And I refresh the feed till autumn. Then I bleed, 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 go.
What is up, Fantasyland? What a time to be alive. Kevin Wheeler in the house on a Saturday morning, and we are drafting none other than the FFPC Best Ball Tournament, 125 buy-in, 200 Genos that Kevin and I are going to take down with this draft today. Trying to fit this thing.
Shiva, if you can log on.
Yeah, we've got the Shiva joining us tonight for the longtime listeners. You know the Shiva, one of our favorite, most entertaining drafters that we get on the show. But he's having technical issues, so we'll see if we can get him on for this draft. We are in the 8th spot. Like I said, this is the FFPC, so tight end premium. It's not super flex; it's 1 QB. And these, the slow drafts that Kevin and I were just talking about are basically getting shortened, whether it's underdog or FFPC is going to happen soon. I think this week was the end of the 6-hour clock. So we're doing this live on a Sunday morning. We're going to release it post draft. That way we can.
Oh, sweet.
Really.
I thought we were live at first. Being able to talk about it, I think is better viewing anyway.
Yeah, for sure. That's what we prefer doing it that way. For that reason, there's less. Right. You're not hearing so much like number one, number two, number one. Like Dan and I did a couple live ones this week. We did a Fantasy Pros on the Player Profiler Network. Go check that out. We did that Wednesday night, and then that one's a 350 buy-in. And then the Thursday night we were in the Deep End Invitational, day 4. We did that one live as well. But again, you get into that, I like 1, I like 2. And then, the audience is like, who are they talking about?
You have to watch those, right? Like I know we're on YouTube, so it's video, but like I usually just leave it in the corner or leave it on my headphones and listen to it. So like when you hear that 1, 2, 3 or whatever, that you have to look at the screen. You have to look at your draft board.
Exactly.
But this is, I prefer this because then we can talk completely freely, anticipate picks.
Oh, look at this. The Shiva. Yeah. The Shiva makes an appearance.
Am I in?
He's in.
You're in.
He's in live and direct.
Golly, dude, what the hell's going on over here?
It's all good, brother. We got you in. We finally got you. Technology's allowed you into the universe. How you doing, man?
I had to put my IT head on, man. I don't know what's going on.
For those who don't know, Eric the Shiva is he's a high stakes best ball guy. Loves those 250s. Loves the higher buy-in best balls. Does a few of those in the off season. Just focuses on that. So we had to get him on. We have to get him on at least once in off season, and it was getting to crunch time. So glad we made this work. We got Kevin Wheeler. You guys know him, one of the best rankers out there in Fantasyland. Currently writing for the 33rd team. And guys, we're going to have a blast doing this right now. I wanted, when I set up my off-season schedule, this was a trio. I definitely wanted to use, a 125 on. So I'm happy to be drafting this with you guys. We've got Cooper Kupp going first off the board. There you go. Starting it off nice and early. If you haven't had your coffee yet, you might be blinking twice. But Justin Jefferson goes 2, Travis Kelce, and then Jamar Chase falls to 4. What do you guys feel about that?
I gotta see that. I thought I had the draft board open and I don't. So Cooper Cup went 101.
Hey, that's
did.
pretty chalk, man.
Cooper Cup? I haven't
I
seen
don't. I
Cup
mean,
go
I don't think
101.
I've seen the cup before, but I don't hate it, dude.
I've seen the rest of it is chalk. Yeah, I mean, I have Kelsey at 101, but
Yeah.
last night I did one of these and Cup went at 107.
Yeah,
and I was sitting at 108. And
I've been taking Cup at the back end of these drafts where number he
I mean,
falls.
I think he's a good pick. I think he's definitely one of the top. I would probably put him in the top 5 or 6 picks.
So McCaffrey goes off the board here. Who do you guys usually look at once? Are you guys looking at Eckler? Are you guys looking at Bijan? Or are you guys doing what I'm doing and usually going receiver, depending on who my favorite is on the board?
Me personally, I think if Eckler is on the board, he's a tough pass, man.
So he goes.
And there he went. Yep.
We are on the clock right now. There's a Bijan on the board. There's a Diggs, Lamb, Chubb, and ASB with Barkley.
Last night I took Bijan right here.
Yeah, I'm building something with the guys right now with a Bijan start. I've got a couple of those. I usually like CeeDee Lamb here.
Man, if we can get St. Brown.
I like ASB.
Yeah, I'm
like
good
ASB.
With any of those receivers as well. Like literally Diggs, Brown, Lamb, and St. Brown are kind of all in the same tier to me.
Do you guys want to go receiver here? Start it off strong?
Up to you. That works for me.
Let's do it.
I don't think you can go wrong on this pick.
Chubb, Pollard, or Barkley.
Okay, let's go ASB for the first one. Get that indoor dome action. Upticking offense. ASB looked like a machine at certain points last year. So I like getting him. He's a guy that
I would take him. I know it's probably a hot take, but I'd take him straight up over Lamb and Diggs, man.
I've done it.
Really?
I've done it a few times. I've done it in drafts that I'm doing with the boys. I've done it solo. Like you said, Kevin, I think it depends on how much you like each guy, and then I kind of split up my ownership percentage based on that.
Of that group, I have still been going with Diggs. I usually go with Diggs. I've been mixing in some AJ Brown.
Diggs has been falling to the back end quite a bit in a few drafts. I noticed.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's good value.
I mean, I like Diggs just because I feel like I know it's very narrative-y, but like when there was rumors of Hopkins going there, Diggs put up this huge stink. Diggs wants to be the alpha. He doesn't want anybody else touching the ball. I feel like he's playing with a chip on his shoulder this season. Same with Tyreek.
I agree. I said that to Dan the other day. I go, with all the hate right now and all the crap this offseason, I feel like these two are going to come in and just chew up the league.
Yeah. And then,
but see, that's why I prefer being at the back end of the first than being in like where we are kind of at the beginning of like after those top 5 guys go. Then you're making like Tyreek is there, Eckler's there, but then you're making decisions, right?
7 and 8 are tough picks.
Yeah.
I'm
glad Adams is gone, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to pick
making that decision is tough. Passing on Adams, I feel like is tough, but I am able to do it most of the time.
I got like 100 drafts, man, and I don't think I have one share of that guy, which I know is probably pretty risky, but I don't trust it.
I'm probably right around 3 to 5% depending on the platform, but yeah, like I only take them when it's kind of like.
I think we're gonna have a shot, dude.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna have a shot at Chubb, Barkley, Pollard, Henry. If we wanted to go running back here,
is week 17 a factor in this one? I can't remember, man. I got too many drafts going right now.
Week 17 is
still a playoff.
Yes. It's a playoff system. But
Pollard's gone anyways. I was gonna say Pollard gives you that week 17 stack, but he's gone now.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you guys prefer Chubb? I have like 0 Chubb, so I don't mind getting Chubb. And Henry's a guy that Dan's been selling me on recently, so started drafting a bit of him. this
So
range.
Yeah, I
I'm
like
way
having two, man.
overloaded on Chubb, but yes, in the second round, I don't think there's a better pick really.
Well,
with Pollard,
Eric,
Pollard.
are you
I
cool?
would have
Are you
gone with
cool
Pollard,
cool
but
with Chubb? I feel like drafting a team with Kev, we kind of have to have Chubb. You know?
yeah,
You good with that?
Got to have a Chubb.
yeah.
Let's do it.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
yeah.
I
Go
think
through
it'd
the
be
rest of
him
the
or
draft
Henry.
for the Chubb. It feels good. It feels
All right.
good.
That way, if we decide to go kind of anchor RB, we've got our anchor.
Yeah.
We make sure we cover that week 5, but that shouldn't be an issue because I usually like to go deep at running back. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
This is so I'll be honest with you, JD, when I found out there was 3 of us on there, even last night when it was going to be me and you, before Wheeler, before we knew he was available, I felt like round 3 was going to be the biggest hiccup. And I'm cool with whatever. I am a big proponent of taking a quarterback in that range, trying to get Mahomes, Lamar, Allen, Hurts, one of them guys. Curious on your thoughts.
Well, Lamar's probably going to go the pick before us because Andrews just went the pick after us. Andrews would have been another consideration.
And Hurts is probably coming back to number 5. He's got Devontae Smith, and then Kelsey guy is going to take Mahomes.
Yeah.
But
again, don't let me persuade.
If Josh Allen
could come back.
If Josh Allen comes back, I mean, at the end of the third, I don't hate that either. I don't think I have much Josh Allen just based on where he's been going, but I don't know that one doesn't take him or, one of these other guys, even though they don't have Diggs.
Yeah, I would say if Josh Allen comes back that far, we have to take him just because the
value,
the uniqueness of the picks. Like there can't be another team out there.
I just don't want to see the way I like to do it. Eric, sorry to cut you off, Kev. For the top guys, if they're falling at a value, I feel really good about it. If I'm building a stack and it's like kind of in ADP range, I'm good with it. But I never want to feel like I'm chasing the position to try to get like the last guy in that tier. You know what I mean?
But I consider Lamar in that.
Yeah,
tier.
no,
so
I hear
Lamar
you.
does get past Andrews.
There's a good chance. There's a good chance one of the top.
I like having that quarterback.
I'm fine with that. Yeah,
I like having that quarterback that in a tournament that can go out and get me 40, 45 at any given time. Those 38, 35 league winning type weeks, man. And I look at the third round like there's question marks for me anyway on pretty much everybody going in the third round. At least that's how I.
What if Gibbs came back for the ASB Gibbs stackage? There goes Mahomes.
I don't mind Gibbs at all. I'm at 28% Gibbs, but I don't care. Bump it up to 30. It don't matter to me.
I just think he's so expensive there. Like
he is, man. But
Hurts is about to go off. I feel.
I like taking a couple shots, man. I think he's one of them. One of those guys.
Yeah, if you guys want to do that, I'm fine with that too. Like, I'm not gonna object to anything. I've been getting a lot of like.
Well, no, but let's discuss for the sake of this draft and to help the audience. Like, what do you feel is the best strategy?
So,
like right now, if Hurts or Allen fall to us right now, I feel like that's really nice value, and it looks like this guy probably feels pain.
We're getting one of them, dude.
Yeah. Oh,
we're guaranteed one of them.
I would love Hurts, but I don't have a lot of Allen either. Yeah. I would be fine with one of those top tier quarterbacks.
So Gibbs is gone anyways, so we don't have that decision to make. Hurts and Allen are basically going,
dude, right here, man.
Hurts and Allen are going back to back, basically in this draft. They're at the 2 and 3 turn, the 2-3 turn. So we're getting value on either guy. Do you guys have a preference on which one?
I don't.
I would, me personally, if you put a gun to my head, I'm taking Hurts. But
either way, I think Hurts has a better season, but isn't Allen easier to stack?
Later.
Yeah. So that would be my I think
unless we
take
a
better year,
right?
Like Goddard. Goddard, maybe.
Yeah, you could stack Hurts with Goddard, but
I kind of like Allen here. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm fine. I'm good with that.
Eric,
Well, we're gonna time out.
Yeah.
we have Josh Allen. I'm going Josh Allen.
Yeah, we don't want that.
I think there's an angry Josh Allen coming this year. I love Hurts. Don't get me wrong, but the factor plays for me. You take away the stack because Josh Allen is taken away from Diggs. I mean, AJ Brown guy's sitting there probably drooling over Hurts, and then he gets taken next anyways because it's both value at this point. So you got to think they're going to go back to back. It's whoever you don't take is going to get taken. And I think Eric's probably right. Hurts is usually the 1 or 2 quarterback, but I honestly feel that just Buffalo is going to come out rampage this year, and I love the possible stacks later on in the draft.
Yeah, I was saying Allen probably has the better stacks, and you could make arguments that both of them or either of them could be the top quarterback. When you consider, especially Josh Allen, like the last 6 or 7 games last year, he was playing with that shoulder injury, and Hurts missed a few games at the end there. So yeah, it doesn't 6 of this, half the other. I'd say whoever stays healthy is going to probably perform better. I was also thinking that I was going to ask if you thought there was any chance we could push it and Lamar come back around the turn, but no.
I don't think either of any of these quarterbacks are coming back to us. And that's the only reason I figured if you guys do want to take one of these guys and we get them one of the top 2.
Might.
Yeah, but are you getting him at a value like you are at Josh Allen at where we got him? Like Herbert right now is going in the 4th round, back end of the 4th round. So if he falls to us, he's kind of going where he's going. Whereas Josh Allen that's like more than a half a round value that we got there.
I could almost guarantee there isn't this 3 player combo in the tournament at all at this point.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, I'm sure there's a way to look that up, but I don't have that.
Yeah, I think
there's a way to look it up.
And I will be checking that. Shout out to fantasymojo.com where you can go to the stack tracker. I've got it open. We'll check it out. I just had to rearrange my screens here because for some reason when I popped the board up, it looked kind of funny. So coming back to us now, because we have ASB and then we went running back, quarterback, I definitely feel good about getting a receiver here. Like Debo, I think he's gone. Christian Watson.
I like Watson, bro.
Yeah, I've been taking Watson in the 4th in every draft. Wheeler, how do you feel about Watson?
I feel fine about Watson.
Pardon me?
I will say this. I like
put my chips all in on him, man.
I like Cooper better, but
for the Chubb stack.
But we're not going to get Deshaun, so like whatever. There's plenty of Cleveland receivers we can get late. I'm good with Watson. Let's go Watson.
Watson, let's do it.
I think he's got a much higher ceiling than Amari does.
Agreed.
I think Amari's safer, but
I think he has a much lower floor.
I think Watson gives you the. Yeah, and there's no doubt. And you know, I feel much better with St. Brown and Watson than I would with St. Brown and Cooper, only because St. Brown kind of gives you a pretty good safety net in PPR, and Watson, you know, he's going to have weeks where he probably goes 2 for 20 or 3 for 40, something like that. But I mean, that dude's capable of winning a week. Even if their offense even takes a little bit of a step back from last year with going to Jordan Love. I mean, Watson showed he's got a ceiling that I don't think we've seen it yet. I think he's one of those 35, 40 point boom type guys. I like him.
You could be right there.
And year 2 wide receiver, JD. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, no, I love, like I said, Watson in the 4th round, especially when Debo's gone, because I find like Debo and Watson are guys I've been shuffling between in this range. And And then
Yep.
obviously the Herberts or Burrows, if they fall in, you've already got one of their receivers up top. But I love the start so far, guys.
Yeah,
Two strong
my thing
receivers.
Yeah, when we go at quarterback like we did, and we were able to get Allen, in round 3. Obviously we don't know what's going to happen here in the next 10 rounds or so. But even if we ended up with 2 quarterbacks and we ended up with like Jordan Love as our second, being able to get him with Watson, is beyond feasible.
Yeah,
that was also my thought. Like I drafted Love last night, maybe even a little early because I thought I could stack him. You got to watch where Musgrave goes. Musgrave's been has completely jumped the shark. He went in the 10th round last night, but
he's in the 12th round.
I think he's
in the
last
smash. 2 days. 2 days, he's averaging 12.
I don't know why.
I can't draft him there.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong.
I would take him over Laporta straight up.
So guys,
really? Musgrave?
We're approaching the clock here, guys. It's coming back quick. We've got Aaron Jones there if we wanted to add our second running back and stack that. Ken Walker. We've got Dallas Goedert. Probably will be. Oh no, he's passed us with Hurts there, so we could steal the tight end if we wanted. Or we've got the Drake Londons, Mike Williams, Terry McLaurin's of the Jerry Jeudy, obviously hurt right now. Who stands out from those guys?
I
don't hate getting Aaron Jones if he
ADP,
falls.
So you're asking.
I am not really on.
I don't really follow the ADP. So you're asking the wrong guy, JD. I'd jump it.
Well, who do you guys like here?
Like, I don't mind Walker, but I've been.
What if we?
I don't mind
Deontay
Johnson.
What if we do something crazy?
Deontay. I like.
What
London.
if we take? What if we do something crazy? It takes James Cook 1 round ahead.
I think he's jumped the shark too. Like James Cook in the 6th, I'm cool with. I mean,
Deontay Johnson.
Like I would prefer Akers or Rashad White over James Cook.
What if we added our third receiver? We've got.
I like Drake London.
Yeah, Drake. Dan wants Drake London everywhere. Every draft I'm in with Dan right now, we have Drake London.
I could go Deontay Johnson or Brendan Ayuk there too.
That's what I was saying. Deontay Johnson is one. I like both of those, Ayuk and Deontay. Eric, where are you on the 3 receivers?
It's gonna be good.
I like Kirk. I like Godwin. I like Pickens. I like Dotson. I like Deontay. I like Kirk and Godwin too, man.
Kirk is only
London probably gives us
running about 80% of the routes. Kirk is going to get the reduced role.
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
Zay Jones is
thing,
a
man. I'm not
sleeper.
buying into that. Oh yeah, I'm at like 40% Zay Jones on FFPC, man. He's easy. But anyway, yeah, we gotta.
I
don't mind London,
Deontay or London.
Deontay or London?
Either Deontay or London. That would be my.
I'd probably go London.
Or Akers or Rashad White.
We got London. We got ASB, Watson, London trio with Chubb and Josh Allen after 5 rounds. So
and another year 2 wide receiver too, man.
Now, if you want, keep an eye. Does Pitts come back to us, and we can stack London and Pitts?
I don't like having them on the same team.
Okay.
No,
I was just talking about that with Dan earlier. Because we have so much London, that we were just talking about that earlier. I don't like pairing them on the same team, just because I feel like they cap each other. Plus, he talked about just Pitts, bit of concern there with how many snaps he's getting, snap percentage.
Yeah,
I almost rather come back and grab like a Deontay or an Ayuk or like I said, James Cook is someone I really like here too.
If we're gonna go running back, I would have Akers and Rashad White over James Cook still. But I do like Ayuk and Deontay Johnson.
Where are you, Eric, when it comes to like?
Me personally, I would take Cook over Rashad White and Akers. That's my own.
Same. I'm the same.
Opinion there. Wide receivers, I like them all right here, man. I mean, with the exception of Judy, I think I'm not big on McLaurin at all. But wide receivers, I mean, Deontay's good. I like Kirk. I'm not buying the preseason thing. I mean, Kirk's good. They're not going to take him off the field. I like Godwin. I like Ayuk. I like Pickens. I like
I think if we could get
Dotson,
if we can get one of the Pittsburgh,
if
we can get one of the Pittsburgh receivers here, I think that'd be pretty nice.
Yep. I like Pickens a lot, dude. I mean, in that tournament setting, right? Like,
exactly.
Shoot for the moon, get that guy. I mean, Deontay's probably going to lead that team in catches. I would assume if he's healthy, but I mean, Pickens could, it wouldn't shock me if Pickens had an 8 or 9 touchdown type season.
He definitely has the hype right now, Pickens. So Godwin goes off the board.
There goes Godwin. That's a good pick.
It's an Ingram. So for me, it's like I said, James Cook, and then if we don't do running back, it would be one of the Pittsburgh receivers, so Deontay or Pickens. I like them both, like for different reasons. I feel like in a best ball, I do prefer Pickens because he has kind of that Christian Watson upside. I feel like any night, but he's also going to give you those down weeks.
Yep.
And I prefer that in best ball.
Yep.
There goes Deontay. So it's like I always say, guys, decisions are made for you.
And
a lot of times.
Could be a second.
And you guys don't want Ayuk or McLaurin. Oh, there goes Pickens.
Oh, so do you like Ayuk here?
McLaurin.
Do you like Ayuk?
Oh shit, that sucks. Yeah, I don't hate him.
I would way prefer James Cook here.
I don't hate him.
Go for it. Actually, to stack with Allen, let's go James Cook.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
I missed that. Yes.
Yeah, dude.
You got to be.
And he's not. It's not like he's your RB1, right? He's your RB2. Like that's super strong with upside.
No, that works.
With your dude. I love stacking quarterback and receivers, especially ones that catch the ball.
I didn't see it, or I didn't hear you say it.
Decisions made for you, man. The two Pittsburgh receivers went, and we got our guy, Eric.
What are the odds Dotson makes it back to us, dude? Slim?
Dotson, probably very slim, but I would definitely be all over that if he did. I feel like people are pretty much reaching for him now.
I've been taking him all year, dude. I it's bold, man, but
Gabe Davis is who I'd really like coming back.
I would take Dotson over McLaurin this year, even before the.
I want Dotson.
Fantasy,
I've been high on McLaurin until the turf toe.
Dotson or Davis for me. Gabe Davis or Dotson is who I would like to come back here.
I like them.
Yeah, no,
I like Dotson a lot.
Davis scares me, but as our fourth wide receiver, Josh Allen, I would do that.
Yeah. All right, so
there's a lot of good wide receivers here.
Let's see. I mean,
keep an eye on
Ayuk. I don't hate it
too.
Oh, there goes Ayuk.
What about where are you guys at on Montgomery, dude?
Nah, he doesn't excite me or anything.
So I actually think he will have a good season. I think he's being drafted appropriately. I don't mind drafting him, but he has to fall to me.
I don't hate it for the backdoor. Yeah, like if he falls,
like I don't think there's really upside there. I think he'll be relatively consistent. Like he's not going to score all 17 touchdowns or whatever it was touchdowns that what's his name scored last year, but he'll probably score half of them.
I just prefer
touchdowns
the receivers in this range. There's like so many receivers right now.
Yeah, there are for sure. I mean, we have 2 running backs, so we can.
Because the problem is that after this kind of range that we're in right now, it drops really quick with the receivers, whereas the running backs, you always see those guys that you like grabbing.
All right.
Eric, you agree? Disagree? Where are you at?
James out there, but
yeah. Just put him in the box, man.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I think Kamara was a pretty good pick right there. I like Kamara right there. No, yeah. I mean, wide receivers are, they'll drop pretty quick. But I mean, I think I look at it. I think right after Traylon Burks is when it gets nasty.
Yes.
Like I don't want Tony or Dobbs or Juju or Nico.
Nope.
I love
Nico.
Zay Jones.
Zay Jones, yeah.
But he's down there.
It's definitely a fall off after Burks, though.
He's a smash for me almost in every draft, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas there's still guys like, you know,
Don't mind me, I'm
A-Chain,
gonna take a
Mitchell,
shot
Algier. Pardon me?
Mm-hmm.
Woo! You taking a shot? Is that what I heard?
Eric's getting hyped for this.
Yeah.
All right, so Dotson and Gabe Davis are still there. We're six picks away. Be nice if
I think
one of them
Dotson is.
I mean, things have been working out pretty good, dude.
better.
We had our choice between Allen and Hurts. I think we're gonna get Dotson or Gabe Davis here, dude.
True.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer Dotson.
Are you guys
Davis,
out
but
on Mike Evans?
I'm not out.
Are you guys out on Evans?
Not out.
I haven't been looking for him.
Right.
But it depends on my build too. Like if I'm late grabbing receiver 2 or 3, I might throw him in. But right now I feel like we need more upside. Maybe, I don't know. No, I mean he does fit as that old wide receiver 4. You know what I mean? The dependable.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad. That's what I'm dude. A wide receiver 4 that can go off for 30. And I know
you're
Baker,
now that you're
not,
no,
not like they're not going to score anything.
I don't hate it. Where are we with buys?
I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. If we are looking at wide receiver here, I don't dismiss Evans.
Let's see. So Evans,
but I'm
Dotson,
cool either way.
Evans, Dotson, and Gabe are all going like mid-ish 7th round, which is where we're at. So,
well, I think we're guaranteed one of them.
Yeah,
I think we're guaranteed one of them right here. So,
right.
Who's our favorite? Is it Dotson and then Davis for the stack, or do we like Davis better a bit just because of the stack with Allen?
I feel like Davis might actually come back.
This guy might take Dotson with McLaurin and then try to get
right.
What's his name later?
He might, dude. I know we have the stack, but like I think Dotson outproduces Gabe Davis.
No, I think we all agree that Dotson is the better pick here. That's why I'm kind of thinking if he takes Dotson, at least we don't have the decision to make,
That Evans sounds tempting too.
It is interesting. Let's see. I knew Dotson was gone.
Motherfucker.
So we got Evans.
I didn't mean to say that.
Evans or Davis. Oh, how bad do you guys think Jerry Jeudy is off? He's still out there.
I just think that by taking Davis and not having Diggs in this draft, we could have a really, really strong chance if there is any issues with Diggs or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you kind of play off of that narrative. But I'm fine with Evans too.
I'm good with either.
Seconds.
I was gonna say I think Gabe Davis would come back, but I also want to keep my eye on Kincaid.
I'm taking Mike Evans.
You guys make
I took Mike Evans.
Wow. I like it. I don't hate it, dude.
No, I think it's a stronger play. I think the only reason I'm taking Davis there is because of the stack. Whereas Evans, to me, just like you said, as a wide receiver.
Can I throw a wild card? Can I throw a wild card out there? I want to throw a wild card out there for you. Tampa Bay sucks this year, dude, right? And Evans possibly goes on the move to a contender.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. That's actually a great. That's actually a great possibility.
I mean,
I like that.
I'm not drafting a guy banking on a mid-season trade, but I mean,
he's going to go to Buffalo. He's going to go to Buffalo, right, Eric?
Dude, he's a top 15 wide receiver every single year. He's a top wide receiver every year. So to get him as a wide receiver 4.
If Davis,
you got to smash that.
Yeah, that'll be sweet.
Or Kincaid.
Oh yes, this is a spot where I don't mind having a Kincaid with this spot. As much as
I'm with you. I would take Kincaid over Gabe Davis.
Yeah, I think I would too, actually.
Yeah, I'm not. Hold on, let me see where these guys are going. So Kincaid, end of the 8th. Gabe,
Yeah.
and like back end of the 7th. So you're looking at about a round. Gabe Davis.
There
gone
goes
anyways.
Gabe. All right.
All right.
I
So we're
see.
going Kincaid.
JD, say it again, man. Sometimes what you say? Sometimes
Decisions are made for you, man.
for you.
Decisions
Yeah.
are made for you. Sometimes
There
we
you go.
overthink things, you know.
I like it.
That's why, like Dan
Yep.
loves filling the queue with guys, like, and right after we made a pick, and I'm just thinking, like, dude, why even bother? Let's wait till it gets closer. He loves doing that.
I'm all about
Right.
filling the queue myself.
Yeah, no, I
think
get
that's an
it.
old
I
school
get it.
thing.
But I just,
I am
I
too,
just
man.
get
I
totally
do the same shit.
So
And, like, not having the queue filled is kind of like I feel like I need to do something with my hands.
yeah, that's
Man, dude, I'll tell you that Herbert
fixation.
in round 8, dude, is pretty good. Man.
Yeah, I do like Herbert. Nah, I've liked them. I like.
Where you guys at on Dalvin?
But
Out? Are we out
No,
on Dalvin?
I like Dalvin. I like Dalvin in this range.
no Dalvin. I have 0 Dalvin. Well,
I
I'll
grab
add
a
him
one
just so we
Dalvin.
have somebody in the queue.
ugh.
I think Dan.
You
and
want
I
him
grab
out, Wheeler? I'll take him out.
I mean, I don't. You guys pick who you want. I wouldn't want Dalvin.
I thought we were
he's
going
gonna do
Kincaid here.
anything. Yeah, we're definitely going Kincaid.
All
at
right,
least.
I'll
Yeah,
take
let's
him
do
out.
Kincaid.
No, we are. I was just adding them to the queue. Wheeler and I like a full queue.
Yeah, let's go ahead, guys. Fill it.
This guy's gonna fucking snipe us. I can feel it.
That'd be such.
I was
Fill
thinking
that
the same
shit.
thing. I just didn't want to say it.
Wheeler?
No, there it is. There it is.
Yeah, Kincaid.
Smashing Kincaid.
Oh,
There it
Cousins.
is.
Oh, baby. Kincaid it. Dude, I'm telling you, I would take him over Gabe Davis, man. Every
No, I,
time.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
having
yeah.
Cook and Kincaid, dude. That's like
Yeah,
with Allen right now. We don't have to
those
worry
are my
about
favorite
stacking.
stacks. When I can stack
I
a
don't-
quarterback
dude,
with a
this-
running back
I
and
like-
tight end, I think it's
Same.
a unique stack that not a whole lot of people have. Like,
Agreed.
yeah, I'm all about that. And then we can grab one of like the late round Buffalo Flyer receivers too, just to kind of icing on the cake. You know, hope for that week 17 2-touchdown game from one of those 4th or 5th receivers. I like.
I'm
that
gonna
kind of
throw
stuff.
if I don't think he does, but Cortland Sutton would be nice value if he fell back to us.
Yeah, there's some value wide receivers there. JSN's
Yes.
still out there.
I know. I saw JSN. I just
But
don't think he
I'll
comes
tell
back.
you, JD, I do kind of feel like we have 2 other Cortland Sutton type wide receivers on
Yeah,
the team.
you are
with
correct.
Evans in London.
You are correct.
But I'm not. Yeah, I mean, I'm just throwing it out there.
Could
I don't.
do like
I
that.
love Elijah Moore, dude. I think he's got a lot of upside.
Well, we talked about
Comer's favorite word.
earlier when we passed on Cooper, right? We talked about maybe looking at the receivers later on from that Cleveland offense.
Yeah, I like Elijah Moore a lot.
Yeah, I think Cooper goes. I think Cooper way too early.
Okay, so
Well-
let's put Elijah in. Yeah, Sharps is the other guy I was looking at.
Poor Marquise Brown sitting out here. Oh, poor Marquise.
Yeah,
Brown.
Marquise Brown.
Are we
I
out
like
on
him a
Burks?
lot, but
No,
I like
I'm not out
Burks.
on Burks.
I like Burks a lot.
Especially if he's your wide receiver
not out on
5-6.
Burks?
No, not if
No,
you have
in
like
the 9th, like if
Yeah.
Burks. I'm moving Burks to the top of the queue. Actually Pittman too.
I don't
Like,
hate. I was literally about to say I don't hate Pittman ahead of him, and then like Pittman, Burks, and then more.
Can I throw something at you guys?
What are you looking at?
Go ahead.
What are the options or what are the possibilities of taking Richardson or Daniel Jones with Josh Allen? Are you guys just?
Well,
guys
you don't
out
have
on
to.
that
You don't have
idea?
to sell me on Richardson, bro. He's my favorite quarterback to draft.
I mean, being a
Oh,
Giants.
well,
Tournament
just to have that upside quarterback too.
in a tournament, it's.
in fantasy, I really
Are you guys
I
out
like
on that?
Daniel Jones. No, I'm not out on that.
I'm not out on that at all, dude.
They're both well.
Right.
Daniel
Strength-
Jones
strength-
is
I'm gonna
strength
pull
and
a
a
wheel.
strength.
I'm gonna
Right?
pull a
Strength and
wheel
strength.
here. I'm gonna add him. Well, that's what I'm saying, dude. To have another quarterback that can go off for you know, that could potentially go
So
up,
then you don't
especially
skip
Daniel
a
Jones.
beat. Your
He
team
showed last year.
Yeah, your team doesn't skip a beat.
Correct. And I'll tell you right now, Daniel Jones with Hyatt or Slayton at the end of the draft is fire, dude.
I just smashed in a super flex a slow. I started in the 12 spot with Hill and Kelsey. Then I came back with Daniel Jones and Rodgers on the next turn. Feeling really nice about that start.
Hey, you guys never responded to that picture. I sent you guys a picture of my super flex. You guys must have hated it.
Oh, I was setting up, dude. I wanted to look
good.
at it, but I was setting up.
When did you send that? This
You guys
morning?
are hurting my
Right
pride
before
over
the
here,
show.
man.
It was right before the show.
I was focused
Yeah.
on getting on.
Okay, we're coming back on the clock here. So what's his face? Elijah Moore's gone. We still have Treylon Burks there.
Yep.
And then, like we said, Anthony Richardson. So Anthony Richardson is going in around this range, middle of the 9th. Daniel Jones, end of the 9th.
I would take if you two weren't here and it was me, God damn it. Oh, sorry. I'd take Daniel Jones, but don't let me, you guys,
well, who plays better
smart.
with Allen?
So,
Who plays better with Allen with bye weeks? Like who's they're week 13. What do they look like for each of those guys?
Well, Allen's that's a great call. We got to go Richardson because Jones and Allen have the same bye week.
Here's my thing,
and that really sucks.
What about Anthony Richardson?
Come back.
What?
Does Richardson come back?
No, he's going right here, dude. This is where he's going. He doesn't come back to us.
Your guys' choice then.
I like Richardson here.
Go for it.
I feel like we can get.
If you take Daniel Jones, we got to go 3 quarterbacks, and I don't like going 3.
No, I took Richardson.
Jones,
you can't go 3 quarterbacks in a 20.
I took Richardson. I took Richardson. It's too strong. It's too strong to pass up for me.
Good.
If Burks falls back to us because of the injury, that's money, man.
I wouldn't mind grabbing Bateman on the way back either.
Where's Bateman?
Yeah, I like Bateman. I'm with Wheeler on that one. I do like Bateman. I'm gonna put this guy in here. What about Zay Jones, dude? I can't stop him.
Where is he? Is he gone?
He'll be around in.
I just added him
at the 11-12 turn. Zay'll be around next time.
Yep.
I like him, but we can wait on that.
I love him.
He'll come back.
Love him. Love Zay Jones.
I'm all in with you. Like, I think that's why Kirk plays less. I'm buying into those rumors.
Oh, trust me, I'm off of Kirk. I had a long discussion about that with Daniel. I was even listening to
man, Hubbard. You guys are off of Kirk?
Just because I honestly
Mm.
believe Zay Jones is the more talented receiver.
I was listening to Dave Hubbard the other night.
Targets when there's no competition. When there's target competition, I think Zay Jones beats him out for targets. Basically, Calvin Ridley's going to have the most.
I guess I'm not sold on Ridley, so I'm not sold on Ridley, so that's why I'm in on Kirk, I guess. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
What about
they're going to use Ridley?
What about?
I don't think Kirk can lose you a draft.
Guys, what about Jalen Warren or Tank Bigsby here in this range?
I like Warren.
I would take Bigsby over Warren.
But do you like taking our RB3 here, or you guys want to smash receiver still?
If we take any running back, I would prefer Dylan. AJ Dillon.
Oh, he's still there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's not a bad value. Where's he going?
He's there.
We're getting him like almost around later.
I like Gainwell.
Gainwell, yeah. I have so
Treylon
much
Burks,
of him in the 15th.
I don't mind Keandre.
Treylon Burks looks like he's falling.
Burks is still there, dude.
Yeah.
We taking him?
Yeah, Burks.
You got to take Burks,
100%.
Yeah. Beautiful. All right, we got Burks. He even plays with Richardson divisional stacks.
Right.
Done.
What you don't even need him to start the year, dude.
Exactly.
You know, he's a guy that could emerge mid-season or
as our fifth
towards the end of the
receiver.
season, man. Yep.
And if you have any concerns with Evans, he kind of plays well with Evans because Evans will smoke the beginning of the year, first half, and then Burks will
likely.
So, all right, good build so far, guys. We got ASB in the first round from the 8 spot. We went Nick Chubb, Josh Allen fell to us at the back end of the third. Christian Watson, Drake London, James Cook with the Buffalo stack as our RB2, Mike Evans as the wide receiver 4, Kincaid for the Buffalo stack, Anthony Richardson upside in the 9th, and then Treylon Burks falls to the 10th. Could not pass up that. So far, just a solid, strong team build. What do you guys think, Kev?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
So so I know that we're in a tournament and we're going to have to beat a bunch of other rock solid teams. But as your RB3 potentially, what are your guys' thoughts on Zeke? Just as a
he doesn't
safe
get
guy, that's
he won't
probably
get the
going
high
to end up
value
with
touches.
quite a few 15, 16-point games. You're out?
You think? Maybe. I think he's a breather back. Like I could be.
Yeah,
wrong,
I mean, I think he's gonna for best ball, right?
Like I don't see
For
Zeke
best ball. I
having-
think he's gonna have some 15.
I don't think he gets the
16
high
games.
value touches. He's certainly not going to get targets.
Guys, quick question. Do you guys have access to the actual drafting room?
Yeah.
I gave you guys access,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, I'm in.
All right. My girls walked to the dentist and
Yes.
it's like pouring rain. So I got to go quick and pick them up. I'll be right. You guys got to take over. You guys are taking over. All right.
Sounds
Oh boy, we need you,
I'm
man.
trusting you guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys.
good. Sounds good.
All right.
We'll make
You
it happen.
want me to call you on the cell phone? Put you on speaker?
What's that? Oh.
Yeah, you could do that. You could do that.
Is JD out? He's gone?
No, I'm here. I'm here.
No, he said you could do that. Can you hear him?
Do you have WhatsApp?
Oh,
Are you on
really?
WhatsApp?
I do not.
Are you on WhatsApp,
I'm old,
Eric?
man.
Right.
I am not. I'm old.
Then just call me. Do you have my number?
All right. I don't know if I have your number.
Okay.
I do not. DM it to me on Twitter quick.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
So for the listeners, so far we've taken. I'm
St.
on
Wheeler's
Ross
got it.
Brown,
Okay, give me a call.
Nick
Good luck,
Chubb,
guys. See you in a bit.
Josh Allen in the 3rd, Christian Watson in the 4th, came back with Drake London in the 5th, James Cook in the 6th. We went with Mike Evans in the 7th. I think we got a good value on Dalton Kincaid in the 8th to stock with Josh Allen, James Cook, and then we went took a flyer on Anthony Richardson in the 9th
JD.
for that high upside, and in the 10th we came back.
No, we're
with
good.
Treylon
We're at
Burks.
in
in the queue, right?
We're at 11:0. We're 4 picks away here.
In the queue, we have Bateman, put Gainwell and Chig. We could also look. What round are we in? 11th. We should probably look toward running back a little bit. But I do like Bateman. What do you
I'm
think?
with you on
Eric?
that. I'm with you on running back here.
All right.
I think Bigsby or Gainwell would be my top picks, but that's me.
What do you think, JD?
JD, do you like Bigsby in that spot?
What did JD say?
Yeah, JD likes Bigsby or Gainwell as our RB3.
Which one?
What are the other options in that range?
You got Penny, Jamal Williams, A-Chain, Zeke, Elijah Mitchell, Mostert, Damian Harris. No good.
Two top ones as well.
Oh, shit. We just got sniped on Bigsby.
Bigsby just went.
I think
So
What?
do we like Gainwell if he comes back here?
I love Gainwell. I loved him more when I was getting him in the 14th.
Yeah,
15th.
Bigsby's gone.
It's really Gainwell, Bateman, or Chigakonkwo.
Wheeler, you like Gainwell?
Yeah. Yeah, you want me to pull the trigger on
Wheeler
Gainwell?
like Gainwell.
Let's do that one.
Yeah, let's pull it.
Nice.
Done.
All
Gainwell.
right.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad Penny went right
I should
before
figure out
him,
how to.
too. So
JD will be back in 2 minutes, Wheeler. Me and you get to fuck this up.
Yeah. I would have liked to be able to get Chig coming back. That would have been optimal, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
where you
what
at
are we
on
thinking here?
Roshan Spears, Keandre Miller? I think could have a good start to this season. Keandre.
I was on them in the beginning. I like Spears a lot, actually. Tajay Spears.
Yeah.
I'm out on Devon A. Chain right now. I had a lot of them early.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
There's Damian Harris
He's
here,
my
too.
highest owned player. Go figure.
I think of the running backs that are still out there.
I don't know if he's going to make the team, dude. Like, everything I've been reading, Latavius has shown pretty well short yardage and goal line. So I don't know if I want
Latavius might
Harris,
start the season, but if they do anything with Harris, it'll be like they'll injury designate him, or like I don't see them cutting him. Like I don't see how you go into a season with.
Yeah, I do think he's too. But I mean, if he's hurt, he's hurt. You know,
if he's hurt, they just
damn, Jawan Johnson, that was a great pick right there too. You know. All right, it's on us, bro.
So what do you want?
We got Musgrave out there.
I feel like it's too early on Musgrave, but
he might come back. Ferguson might come back.
I honestly don't know.
I don't know, dude. Actually, I don't like the.
I
don't like the wide receivers here.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
You're out on Roshan?
I'm not all in on him.
All right.
I prefer Spears to Roshan.
I don't like the wide receiver.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the wide.
What about Dulcich? Are we out on Dulcich? We're running low here.
With the Judy injury, maybe Dulcich gets some more targets. Oh shit! What do you want, Dulcich?
Yep.
We had 4 seconds left. We had 4 seconds.
Oh, did you go Dulcich? Okay.
Yeah. I pivoted.
We were running low. Oh, Everett just went right before or right after.
Yeah, I only take it.
I don't hate Dulcich there, dude.
Stacked. I think it's a good play with the Judy.
I don't hate Dulcich there, though, man.
I just don't think he.
I mean, it's not like that team has a ton of weapons.
So, with Tim Patrick going down and like all of the other receivers past him going down, and Judy starting out the season slow, I do think now there are targets available for Dulcich. I think when when the receiving core was full and crowded, he was going to get the squeeze. But now that we see things falling apart, I think he's become a good value again. And I think the running back
pretty good for a rookie tight end. He was pretty good for a rookie tight end last year.
For sure, but Peyton pulled in his blocking tight end, Troutman. But Troutman also has great hands. Like Troutman is an under 2 years ago. I was all in on Troutman as a last round pick, and he bombed.
Too, man.
But like
I was too.
Peyton brought him over, right? Trouton knows Peyton's scheme. He knows all the blocking. He knows all the routes, and if Russell Wilson is going to work out from now on, he's going to have to be the next Drew Brees. I mean, that was kind of his comparable coming out anyway. So, like, they're going to play the Peyton scheme, and Drew Brees targeted that athletic tight end. So, yes, but prior to Tim Patrick going down, Tim Patrick was going to take a lot of that passing role. Troutman will be his backbone. But I think now you will see Dulcich blended in more with all of the injuries and, you know, things kind of falling apart in that receiving core. I
mean, my only thing with Troutman is
he's not as good as
I used to love Troutman. My only thing with Troutman, that guy's been in the league for years and has done jack shit in terms of fantasy. So like unless we expect a year 5, year 6 breakout, which, you know, anything's possible, right? It definitely could happen.
Tight ends break out with their second team, though. Right?
I don't know.
I mean,
yeah,
when they have,
I don't hate it. Tight end premium, it doesn't take much target wise, and you know, to get into your lineup. So,
and we're back.
It gives us a little upside over there with Kincaid. Maybe even.
So who did we get?
We ended up with Dulcich on the way back there.
Dulcich,
and we're kind of discussing it. We weren't sold on anybody, but we think now with the Judy injury and all the other injuries in Denver, Dulcich will see some targets again.
So I don't hate it. I know, again, drafting with Dan quite a bit right now. I like Dulcich a lot more than he does. And just some little things here and there that I read, been reading, you know, kind of through training camp and preseason. I think he could be better than we think, especially now with the injury to Judy. We see Marvin Mims going off in the round 13. That's so crazy, man. That guy was going way later, like a month ago.
Yeah. I also had the thought of getting him coming back. So
yeah, that would have been a nice stack. But no, I don't mind it, guys. I like it because, again, Kincaid is a rookie, right?
Like,
so we're gonna have to fill.
Yes, and Dulcich was really good for a rookie tight end last year. Totally. And what makes it even better in my head is he was a rookie who missed like the first 5-6 weeks of the season, then immediately got inserted and was balling for fantasy. Granted, they had injuries and nobody on that team was really doing anything, so he probably didn't have much of a choice but to be somewhat productive. But you know, there's rookie tight ends who play a full season usually don't produce anything.
Because we got Gainwell. Because we got Gainwell, I like Kendre Miller here.
Sounds great to me. I wanted Tajay Spears,
I do too.
But he just went. I would have argued all day for Tajay.
I would have been fine with Tajay with my Kendre ownership. Him and Gibson are like my two most owned players right now in FFPC. But
I mean, my thing with Spears is like I feel like Spears needs an injury to have value. Where I think Miller, like, there's a strong case for at least the first 3 weeks of the season. He could ball out for minimum.
He could totally ball out. He's a 3-down guy, man. That's why I really like him because for me, once he gets the opportunity, he's a 3-down guy.
For sure, I like Kendre Miller a lot.
All right, let's smash Kendre here.
Yep.
Done.
And he gives us some pretty good depth, and I think he's going to give us a good start.
Divisional
stack.
Divisional stack with Mike Evans, which I like those divisional stacks, and with Drake London.
And actually, with Mike Evans, it's a week 17 stack.
There you go. Let's dance. That's actually beautiful. End of the year for a rookie running back.
It's not a bad squad, dude.
Pardon me?
I said it's not a bad squad at all.
No, I'm loving this. I know when you're drafting, you're always like, oh yeah, I love our start so far. But I mean, for 13 rounds so far, we've got 4 solid running backs: Nick Chubb, James Cook, Kenneth Gainwell, Kendre Miller. We've got a serious wide receiver core in ASB: Christian Watson, Drake London, Mike Evans, Treylon Burks, and then Josh Allen and Anthony Richardson. I mean, nobody can mess with that firepower at QB. And Kincaid and Dulcich at tight end complement each other nicely as well.
Yeah,
so far, a good solid build.
Are we out on Jake Ferguson as a third tight end, or did we wait?
Yeah, I was drafting him a lot early. I was drafting him a lot early in the offseason, and I just kind of got off of him. I don't think he's winning you a tournament type of guy. You know what I mean?
Okay. What about just throwing it out there? What about KJ Osborne?
I'm just looking at how players stack up with our team.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm not gung ho about KJ. I would rather take a
I'd rather
flyer
go
on.
Mooney.
I'd rather take a flyer on Jamison Williams. Like
Oh.
I know he's suspended.
You know,
we have no idea what he's about. But this is 14th round. Like, what if he is
Buffalo,
as good as
who's
this
Buffalo
is?
play week 17?
Patriots.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So, like, you could go Hunter Henry at tight end. Or actually, later there
Gesicki.
is. No, fuck Gesicki.
That's gonna.
He
be
just
the
doesn't
title.
get enough
Gesicki
targets for tight end
no good.
premium. He doesn't. Gesicki doesn't benefit from tight end premium. Gesicki is a big play receiver. Like, he's not a target hog. Like, I would rather go with Kate Otten than Gesicki. Like,
I like Chuba Hubbard coming
I don't
up.
mind Ferguson though too.
I like Hubbard
Like,
too.
I think he's the last tight end that's going to see consistent targets.
All right, we're on the clock. Do you guys want to pick our third tight end here? I don't mind it again because we have Kincaid as a rookie. He's going to.
I mean, I'd rather go.
Ooh, I like Chuba Hubbard too.
I like Chuba Hubbard here.
I like Hubbard.
Let's do that then.
Let's
I
do
like
Hubbard,
Osborne
man.
a lot too. But
I think our.
yep.
I think if between Hubbard and Osborne, Hubbard has a higher chance of winning you a tournament if he takes over that backfield than Osborne with Addison and JJ ahead of him and TJ Hawk.
Yeah.
And honestly, we're in the 14th or what round are we in?
14th round.
Yeah, I would take Chuba Hubbard here.
He's taken. The Canadian Chuba Hubba has been taken.
Yep.
He's part of the roster.
Chuba Hubba.
So
I think
we
our
have
number one target coming back should be Alex Pierce, though.
I don't hate that.
We got to stack Richardson.
I don't hate that at all. Where is he on the
He's at
queue?
the top of the queue.
I don't hate it.
I put him at the top of the
I've been
queue.
low.
No, I mean,
I've been loading up.
excuse me.
There
I
goes
mean, where
Osborne,
is
yep.
he? Where is he in the available player queue? Where, like, when people see him, you know what I mean? Like, do they have to scroll?
I got
down?
you. Is he going to be in front of their face?
Exactly. He's not.
If you
Nice.
if you hover to wide receiver, he's about 9 down. So we should get him. And
Unless
it might
someone's looking to
technically be
snipe
a
us.
reach, but-
Yeah, he
Right.
should come back to us.
Right. The only way he leaves is if.
So a nice little receiving core run happening after us. But remember, we started with 5 receivers in the first 10 rounds, which is what allows us to kind of pick off running backs now in these ranges while everyone else is looking at, those lower end receivers. And this is where that cliff kind of really shows for me.
JD, I'm gonna add our boy to the queue.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, which guy? Sorry, I saw another name pop up. I thought that's what you're talking about.
Samuel.
I like him too.
Curtis.
Yeah.
He's always undervalued, man. For best ball.
For sure.
You're at this point in the draft, most of these guys are going to turn out to be zeros. And I know, we all want to shoot for the moon and get the league winner, but that's going to happen like 1 out of 100 times. And to be able to get a guy that's a known producer
There was Jameson.
with a high ceiling, this late.
There goes Jake. So we got Alec Pierce and Curtis Samuel. Alec Pierce would clearly be my first pick for the stackage.
Yeah, I like both of them.
I
We could
probably would
probably
pick
get Samuel on the way back.
Pierce over Samuel based on our
Yeah.
wide receiver group.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. The order they are in the queue is my.
I mean, I always like Samuel, man. He's proven,
So this will probably trigger Shelley if he's listening, but I
don't hate Van Jefferson.
I like Van Jefferson. Who were you
lot of
talking
these-
about, Kev?
Yeah, Hunter Henry is
Like I just think he's gonna be the targeted
Yep.
tight end.
people
in New England.
don't realize.
Well, we lost on Ferguson.
I will agree with that.
Do we prefer Pierce or Hunter Henry here? Let me look where they're going.
I would
Fantasy
take Pierce.
Mojo. I think it's got to be Pierce for the stackage.
I would take Pierce.
Either one works for me. Pierce is probably. I like Pierce better, but I'm worried that Hunter Henry gets drafted around the turn.
Hunter Henry might make it back to us because every team has
Okay.
at least 2 tight ends. One even has 3.
Okay.
So there's not. I mean,
Yeah, you're right.
There's a good possibility, anyways, that there's no like Mac Jones owners sitting there unless somebody wants to stack him and Jones, as their QB3. Oh, there he goes. Hunter Henry gone. Decisions are made for you, boys.
Yep.
All right,
now you gotta
Alec
hope
Pierce
This
here.
guy does.
It's
Yeah,
Pierce.
I like Alec Pierce here.
This guy might take Samuel. He's got Howell. And he's got Dotson, McLaurin.
I mean, it's like clockwork, dude.
Told
Every
you.
year, Samuel undervalued.
you.
Yep.
He's super stacking Washington. Perfect.
Told you. All right, we got our Alec Pierce. Let's refill the queue, boys. Let's see. I think we said we like Ben Jefferson.
How do you guys feel about Knox having Kincaid? Do you like doing that or no?
I still think Knox has a role, and
I
I
don't like doing that.
but I think you
but
are
we already
capping
have-
your upside.
Right. Okay.
You're kind of going against your story,
Yeah, in a tournament, like if I was trying to beat 10 other teams,
Agreed.
it makes sense. But
Agreed.
like in a tournament, like
Agreed.
I don't think we can risk having a 0. You know what
You
I mean?
want the ultimate upside of your story in a tournament.
Yeah.
Vegas is a week
Yeah,
16 bring back to
Apologies to the
Indianapolis.
There we go. I got to get this up. Apologies, guys. All right, there you go.
So you guys are all in on this correlation thing
Which
going
correlation?
on?
I do it so often that I overemphasize it sometimes. Not gonna lie.
Which correlation?
The week 17.
It depends.
So
it depends on the
So like
depends
me
on the
and
draft.
Peanut Punch, we're having this conversation late last night, JD. When you texted me about the draft, I was talking with Peanut Punch, a frequent drafter, about the correlation, and everybody's doing it, so I'm probably wrong on it. But I like every best ball draft that I've ever drafted. Like I've never drafted a player based on who they play 16 weeks out. And I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying, like, it's hard for me to wrap my head around unless somebody can explain it
So here's the
to me
philosophy on it.
in a way where, like, I'm able to.
Okay, we're coming up on
understand
the
it.
clock though. So why don't we do this pick and then you guys can get into that convo.
Yep.
All right. So one of the guys I put in the queue, Michael Mayer, has to do. With
So
this
who are we
week
looking at
16
here?
Correlation.
Michael Mayer.
I think we need
Van
to load up.
Jefferson,
I think
Hayden
we need
Hurst.
more wide receivers.
I think we need receiver or tight end.
I don't mind Jefferson, dude.
I
don't
really
mind
like Jefferson.
And I think the problem,
Let me see where he's
problem that
going.
we were going to have with Ferguson is I don't know. Do we want 2 rookie tight ends? That was going to be the same problem.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Ferguson and
Yeah,
Kincaid,
I prefer Hayden
is
Hurst
it was going to
probably.
be 2 rookies.
I'm good with Hayden Hurst too. He's stacked with Chuba Hubbard.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do Hurst. I like that. Thing is, if we miss on
It's just risky,
Van
you know,
Jefferson,
because
if we miss on Jefferson, Eric, we can always go 2-2 Atwell later.
Or
Puka.
Nacua.
I've been drafting Puka like a mother.
Or Puka, sorry, that's what I meant.
Either one of those though. I think both of them are going to have.
Okay, so
3
let's do Hayden
big
Hurst here.
games.
Hayden Hurst.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I don't mind 2-2 either.
Okay, let's go Hayden Hurst. We got the Chuba Hurst stack.
What about
And we,
what about this guy? I'm going to add him to the queue. What about late round pick here, Hardman?
oh, I've been grabbing him.
You know I
often.
gotta add my boy
I've been
to the
talking
queue,
to. I think he's going under the radar, man. They brought him in for
I gotta-
his
you know I gotta add
Super
my
Bowl
boy.
experience. Him and Rodgers can easily click, man.
Yeah, he's his Ty Montgomery.
Well, it doesn't take much, dude. It's best. Like this isn't a redraft where you got to start the guy every week, man. You know, we just want those 4 for 60 and a touchdown. You know what I mean?
If you think about Rodgers back in Green Bay when he had Ty Montgomery, like Ty Montgomery's even switched to being a running back now. But like that gadget player, that heavily used gadget player, that'll fit right in with Aaron Rodgers' offense because it's Aaron Rodgers' offense. But yeah, I like Hayden Hurst stacking with Chuba Hubbard.
I wouldn't mind. Well, I don't know that we want to stack. I threw Otten in there, and
Just
then
got
the other guy I like as a late tight end is Likely.
What about Likely, dude?
That's what I just said.
Dude, shoot for the moon. Like
That's what I just said,
dude.
Shit. That's what I just said. I like Likely because the upside, dude.
Yep.
Whenever I don't have Andrews, he's always an option as my fourth tight end, third tight end.
Yep.
Prefer him as a fourth, but
and there's a world where Bateman and Flowers don't pan out at wide receiver and they want to throw the ball.
I think Likely's part of the offense.
Pretty good as a rookie, dude. His stats might not have been there, but
yeah, I think no matter what, he's part of this offense. They've talked about it often in the offseason.
Agreed.
So this guy's stacking.
Agreed.
He's got Purdy, Geno Smith, Rodgers, and Stafford. I don't know if it's super flex or the one spot, but a little extreme, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Where is he going? Oh, wow.
The one spot.
Yeah, it's a little overboard.
He's got 4 quarterbacks, dude.
Yeah.
That's too much.
I think he thinks it's super flex.
I mean, Purdy in the 8th is
I think 2. In the 20 round non-super flex, I can't envision going more than 2.
If Anthony Richardson was our first quarterback, I would go 3. So like if anything after Deshaun Watson is my first quarterback, I'm considering a third quarterback. But a late 2.
We could also
because in 20.
So like
guys, we could also wait and smash Jelani Woods as our tight end 4.
Or go Cole Turner.
We could. Yep. He's got a hamstring. He's got a pretty bad hamstring though.
No, I know, but we've already got
training
3.
camp and all preseason. So
it's more like
where
back
do you have
end.
3 tight ends?
Yeah, you are correct.
Here. Even running back. Where are we?
Damn, where did the dude from Tampa go, dude? Oh, he's gone.
Okay.
So we're on the clock,
running
guys.
back.
We've got in the queue, we've got Mecole Hardman, we've got Richie James, Likely, Hill, Michael Wilson, Jelani Woods. Actually,
Devontae Parker is a bring back to Buffalo. I never did talk about week 17 correlation, but
yeah, Parker's an option. Who do you guys like the most right now?
Oh,
If you guys are scared of Woods, I like taking Likely here.
I'm fine with that.
I like Likely, dude.
Okay, let's do Likely. Upside tight end. We don't touch tight end again. We have 3 picks after that.
I think he gives us a lot of upside at that position.
Agreed.
If Andrews got hurt, God forbid, like that's like a handcuffing a running back, taking like a Spears that goes 10 rounds earlier. Like it's the same concept. That guy's a league winner. And he's one play away from doing it. So
Michael Wilson's the guy that
and tight end premium, So.
Michael Wilson late is a good upside, even though Arizona is going to be poops, but they're going to be throwing the ball, I guess, right? He's a guy we can grab him late.
I agree. Yeah, I don't hate that.
I don't hate the Gus Edwards either.
Yeah,
I'm a big. You already know I'm a big Richie James supporter here. So.
Oh yeah.
But you guys can remove.
We got to get
Richie James
right?
comes back. I feel like he comes back.
Yeah, let's do Richie. Oh, you think he comes back in the 90s?
No, he does. There's no doubt.
Yeah. I think James and Hardman come back.
We don't have to draft him. I throw him in there because that's my buddy.
So who do you guys like? You guys like Parker or Gus Edwards this next pick?
I would actually say
I just for fantasy, I don't like him.
Who?
Don't like who?
Like if I was looking at running back, dude, I'd go Sean Tucker for sure.
Oh yeah, Sean Tucker.
Let's go Sean Tucker then.
Yeah, let's go Sean Tucker.
Yes.
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 Dan and I were doing the owners lounge. We realized we have him literally on every dynasty team we own together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
He's a
right.
smash right now, dude. Smash.
Totally
Smash. On
like
My
I'm just
opinion,
thinking
anyway.
of Gus Edwards' upside
Yep.
if Dobbins is actually faking it and the decision made for us. Devontae Parker. Goes.
I hear you, Wheeler, and I fell victim to that for like 4 straight years. And I think he's just one of those guys that's just a better NFL player than he is for fantasy.
What about the
Like,
the
guy
Rico and Dallas behind
for fantasy?
That backfield gets split up.
It's
Pollard
tough,
goes
man.
down.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
the thing, man. Sean
And
Tucker has no
they could
competition.
easily sign
Like
0.
I would rather take
Competition.
Hunt or Fournette
Tucker.
if we're gonna go the Waddle. Sean Tucker's the way to go, though. Sean Tucker's for sure the pick.
I
Sean
agree.
Tucker and then
with
Richie
Wheeler
James
on that
going
one
back.
for sure. Man, look at Tannehill, dude. What a value, dude. Tannehill. My God. He's my highest owned quarterback, Ryan.
Here it comes.
Tannehill.
Yeah,
Tucker's
Tannehill is
smash,
the guy. Like if I'm going 3
Come
quarterbacks,
on, baby.
Tannehill is usually the guy.
There.
Oh, no doubt
Right
about
away.
it. Every time.
Right
Tucker,
away.
baby.
Insta snap.
That's
Love
a
the running
smash,
backs.
man.
Nick Chubb. We went
Yep.
Nick Chubb, James
Man,
Cook,
our running
Kenneth
backs are
Gainwell,
pretty good.
Kendre Miller, Chubba Hubbard, and Sean Tucker is a sexy backfield.
That's strong.
The tight ends are strong with Kincaid, Dulcich, Hayden Hurst, and Likely.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a really nice build, boys. It's been definitely enjoyable.
It's not bad, dude. I mean, everybody loves their team, right? After the draft, they're like, we're going to win it.
I don't
You
always
know,
love my teams after the
Yeah,
draft.
I was
Last night. No, I
all
did
that,
not like
but,
my
like,
team.
If you look at this team, like, it's not bad, dude. Like, it's not bad. That's all I'm going to say.
I like it a lot because it has
Pretty good.
elements of players I have a lot of and players I don't. Like that's why I like doing these with other people. Just diversify, but
exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
For
I
sure.
threw Rashid Shaheed in there as an option as a late round receiver. I like him in New
Wow.
Orleans.
I'm actually surprised he's still around.
So are we done at running back? Are we out?
Yes.
Yeah,
Right?
we're done.
I think
around.
if we can get
Running back,
two
right?
of like Richie
So
James.
the last 2.
You know what?
What about McCall? Man, I like Hardman, dude.
Either Hardman, Richie James,
I like
Rashid
Hardman.
Shaheed. Those are my 3 picks.
I just put Hunter Renfrow.
You would
in
take
there.
Shaheed over Puka Nacua?
Oh, yeah, I was going to put Puka in there too.
Yeah, he was part of our plan. Where is he? Let's throw him in there.
He's in there now. I got him.
Okay, nice.
Oh, you know, the Cleveland receivers I was talking about, Cedric Tillman. And, the Buffalo receiver, Deontay
Yes.
Hardy. Deontay Hardy is going to be their main slot receiver.
It's a good last pick.
I don't hate him. There's such a risk. Like
So
I would take him. I take him
Kincaid
in like
doesn't
the round
work
28
out-
ones.
if Kincaid doesn't work out, it's because Hardy all of a sudden is taking those targets. Like Hardy is the slot
Right.
receiver,
But it could
Kincaid is the
also, I
slot
mean,
receiver. So like
you could also be looking at 2 zeros though too, because it could be Gabe Davis and Khalil Shakur by week 6 too. I mean, anything's possible, right? So like, it's.
I mean,
tough.
if that's the case, we're screwed. 'cause
I
we
get.
got
I like
everybody
Hardy.
I would make an
Oh, I know
argument
it, and
for Hardy in
that's
the
kind of
20th, but
the. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate him. I like him better in the 28 rounders where you got 11 other wide receivers, and he's kind of your 10th or 11th in that 27, 28 range. But he's definitely interesting. Like I'd rather have Hardy over Shakur for sure.
yeah, maybe that's and I'm only pointing him out because we have Josh Allen.
So I threw Josh Reynolds in there to complement the Treylon Burks,
Yeah, for sure.
if we wanted, just because he's probably starting early with Jameson Williams.
JD, you're 100% correct. Josh Reynolds and Khalif Raymond, dude. Those are the 2, man.
Reynolds is preferred by Goff.
Yeah, seems that way.
It's I feel like they're like breakfast buddies or whatever. You know, the new theme of the having that.
I
personal
got another
connection.
one, guys. What about Josh Downs?
Damn,
as the
Richie
last pick?
James is gone, bro.
Oh,
Why
Josh
did that
Downs
guy
might
take
be-
Richie James?
Any love with Josh Downs?
I don't have much, but he fits this team.
I
Yeah,
used
that's-
to. I had so much of that guy early, dude.
So Richie James
Dude,
gone.
back in February, March, he was going around the same time as Zay Flowers was back in February and March
Right.
in best ball, dude.
I kind of like Mecole Hardman here if we can get him.
Cool.
I do too. A lot.
He's a good bring back to Chubb.
I'm like Eric,
I
man.
would,
I feel he goes right before. Gone. All right. So who's your
Yep.
favorite receiver right now? We've got Rashid Shaheed, Hunter Renfrew, Puka, Cedric Tillman, Hardy, Reynolds, and Josh Downs.
I'm gonna be no
I
help
feel
here.
like-
I like all of them.
Let's see if we have a lot of buys at a certain week or something. We've got 2 week
I think-
11s.
I feel like I think Puka gives us the best chance at like a league winner, dude. But he could be a 0 for sure.
But
But,
it's the 19th round, so like
If there's an injury to Cup, they got nobody. He's the risk. He's very risky, but like I feel like if with our wide receivers, we got like 5 or 6 like known contributors. Like Puka, in my opinion, could be a league winner if something happened to Cooper Cup.
I
You
got
okay with
nothing
Puka?
against it. Yeah, I'm fine with it.
But that
I have tons
I mean,
of
we
Puka.
talked
it's
about
a
him
kick in the nuts.
we
on
talked
Hardman.
about him like 4 rounds ago, so let's just take him here. Hardman's gone, Richie James gone. He was kind of our third guy, so
Cool.
let's take
Well,
him.
Are you
and then-
guys in on Puka? Do you guys like him?
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
tons
no,
of
that's what we were saying earlier. I like if I don't get Jefferson, I usually like grabbing
Yeah.
Puka late. Now we've got so again we've got receivers there. We'll see if they all make it back, but I feel like a lot of them will make it back. Do you guys have a favorite out of these guys?
I really don't. Like I like all of them fairly equally.
I like Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah. I would.
For the Tampa, that divisional stack. I like Reynolds for the reasons we said. I think he complements Burks really well. And I like Josh Downs for the stack. So those would be my three.
Hardy's
guys
a
there.
stack too, but yeah, I'm good.
My only problem with
Or-
Downs is he's like a slot. He's like a slot wide receiver.
But isn't Hardy?
So
Yeah, same.
I could see him.
So do we
Yes.
want to go Reynolds
Well,
to
there-
complement
somebody-
Burks? And don't we have AS?
I like him.
We have ASB too.
It's
Sorry,
tough. We do have ASV,
yeah, kind of like Reynolds.
but Reynolds ain't bad, dude.
I like Reynolds here.
Yeah, he's not bad, man.
That works for me.
Okay.
I kind of feel like, yeah, I don't mind Reynolds.
As a last
No,
pick.
I like him.
I got a lot of them.
As a last pick.
I like it. That's it, right?
That we're done, boys.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. So I'll read off,
Joshua Kelly just went too. That's a pretty good pick.
I'll read
I
off
like
the I'll read off the roster and then we can do a final kind of assessment here. So from the 8 spot, ASB, Nick Chubb, Josh Allen, Christian Watson, Drake London, James Cook, Mike Evans, Dalton Kincaid for the Buffalo stackage, Anthony Richardson, QB2, Treylon Burks, Kenneth Gainwell, Greg Dulcich, Kendre Miller, Chuba Hubbard back-to-back, Alec Pierce for the Indy stack, Hayden Hurst, Likely, Sean Tucker, Puka Nakua, and Josh Reynolds to end the draft. I think, guys, I thought we'd have a bit more disagreements, so we did really good on that. We kept it pretty
Yep.
tame. Apologies for having to run off and pick up the wife and daughter, but the weather didn't agree with the walk there. But how do you guys feel? I think we feel pretty good about this build. I mean, just looking at it aesthetically, I always say it's like a piece of art. I really like the build. We talked about the different types of receivers we were trying to fit in, not having too many of the same types. Also very important. Eric, you brought that up. How do you feel about it, Eric? And then Kev, give your thoughts on it as well after.
Yeah, I To be honest, I really like it. I think getting Mike Evans as our fourth wide receiver is huge. I think in a lot of builds, you know, if you don't go wide receiver heavy, you end up with like Mike Evans as like your 3, which is still good. But I think as a wide receiver 4, when you're looking at St. Brown and then, you know, with London and Watson, and then the guys we have behind them, like you know, Burks and Pierce, I think that was a smash pick. And as far as tight end goes, I'm very happy that we didn't get Ferguson because we already had Kincaid. And I think having 2 rookie tight ends, whether it be Kincaid and Ferguson or Kincaid and Michael Mayer,
or Musgrave,
you know, typically they just don't pan out. So, or Musgrave too. Yeah, Musgrave with Kincaid. So I think our Hayden Hurst at tight end gives us like a little bit of like very boring stability.
Safety,
you know, that 8 to 12 point kind of weeks in tight end premium, and the weeks he gets a touchdown or something, they bump up to 18. But the upside we have with Kincaid and Dulcich and Likely, man, with our wide receivers, I think it's smash. And I think we did a hell of a job at running back with Gainwell, Miller, Chuba, Tucker, and then you got Chubb and Cook kind of leading the way. So I think it's a good team. I hope we stay healthy, and you know, I hope some of our late run flyers kind of pay off.
Kev, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I feel great about it. Like I feel like having you guys do it with me, I think I said it before, makes me think about things a little bit differently. Like, yeah, and the fact that we didn't argue about the picks is because we've done so many of these. It's like, okay, chance to switch it up a little bit anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like I'm very frugal. I'm a value hound. So, and I think we got a lot of value to even start this draft. Like the first 8 rounds are value.
Right. Even at Josh Allen, I mean, right off the bat was nice for him to fall.
Now 10, Traylon, like he's chopping way too far in a best ball. Like even a managed league, like he's going to provide some pop weeks that are just off the charts. And then Anthony Richardson loved that gamble with Josh Allen. And it doesn't even feel like a gamble anymore, right? Like his rushing upside is just through the roof. And even I think even more rushing upside if he loses Jonathan Taylor.
Yep.
Right.
Agreed.
I mean, if they lose Jonathan Taylor, and it looks pretty likely that Jonathan Taylor won't be there, I think they probably pick up a Fournette or a Hunt. But still, they're not. Whoever comes in isn't going to get the 250, 300 touches Jonathan Taylor would have. So that's more designed rushes for Anthony Richardson. And Anthony Richardson is as big and faster than Derrick Henry. Like I was doing write-ups for my rankings that should come out on the 33rd team by Monday or Tuesday.
Check it out, boys.
But yeah, so when I was doing the little blurb on Anthony Richardson, he's bigger and faster than Derrick Henry. Could you imagine Derrick Henry being able to throw the ball? Like, that I really like that, especially like as our number 2 to an already top quarterback in Josh Allen. Yeah, I think that's crazy good. And Gainwell, I have so much. I must have 40 to 50% Gainwell depending on the platform. Like I was drafting him in the 15th round, and I just chased him right up to the 10th. I'm good with it. I won't go into single digits though. That's price too much to pay. But I really think come the second half of the season, you're going to see a lot more Gainwell. I think you didn't see as much Gainwell last year because they didn't need a 2-minute drill. Like how many? By the end of the third quarter, Philadelphia was up like 20 points in most of their games. If they used a 2-minute drill, it was at the end of half, right? Gainwell is their 2-minute guy. Gainwell is their trusted guy. They're going to be a lot closer games this year because their schedule's much, much more difficult. Gainwell is a value if you can get him in the double-digit rounds for sure. And then Kendre Miller, I draft a lot of in the beginning.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to own him, and I don't know if I want to own him in redraft. Where I got to start him every week, you know what I mean? But in best ball, for sure. I mean, you saw it his rookie year, several spike weeks. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I think Gainwell, like in regular managed leagues, he's going to sit on your roster for like 6 to 8 weeks before he becomes super useful. So you might even, in a regular redraft. But then again, the quarterbacks drop in a regular redraft too. So like I'm all in if you can get him in double-digit rounds. Kendre Miller's a guy I had a lot of in the beginning when we were drafting early. Right after the NFL draft when I thought Kamara wasn't going to be around. And I still don't think Kamara is going to be hyper effective, but we'll see if Kendre comes right out of the box and does something in those first 3 games. If he doesn't
New Orleans coaching staff.
Yeah. No, I think Kendre Miller is the second coming of Kamara.
They took him off the field.
Agreed.
Yeah, dude. Well, they took him off the field last year for David Johnson, dude, who's got bricks in his fucking shoes. And they took a premier pass catcher off the field for David Johnson. That's absurd.
Yeah, it's absurd.
Sorry. I could go on and on about that. That pissed me off, JD. I had so much Kamara last year, buddy. So a little angry. Sorry.
I was off of him last year.
Yeah, their coaching staff is dumb.
The thing that stands out the most to me, guys, with this team with this build is not all our guys have to hit at every position. You know what I mean? Like other than our quarterbacks, and I mean, we're depending on Allen and Richardson. We talked about the upside there. Like our tight ends, as long as 2 of them smash out of the 4, we're good. Like at around the same time, doesn't have to be the same 2 all year. And then again, same with our running backs. We took chances on Kendre, Chuba, but we've got, guys like Gainwell, James Cook, Nick Chubb is probably going to be our anchor anyways most of the weeks, and then just trying to fill that RB2. And then every once in a while, maybe one of these guys slips into a flex. But the way we built out the back end of this team just doesn't – we're not relying too much on specific guys at each position. We've given ourselves some wiggle room at every position, which I really like.
I would not be at all surprised if Chuba outperforms.
Tucker has a shot, dude.
Outperforms who, Kev?
Miles Sanders.
Oh, I would put money on it. I've built my teams around that narrative. I'm just not on Miles Sanders at all.
Yeah, I'm not Miles Sanders.
And stacking
the guy left Philly to go to Carolina.
God, I love that.
Yeah, the Alex Pierce, Anthony Richard backdoor stackage is beautiful. Again, offering like sneaky upside at a position where we're already super strong. We really need one of those. We don't even need it, but if one of those 3 last guys that we took in Reynolds, Puka, Pierce, give us weeks here and there throughout the season, we accomplished our mission there because we do have a solid start, already with our receivers.
Yeah, the more I look at this, the more I like it.
So many of these guys give you zeros.
Cavs needs a Kleenex.
Hey, what are they? Roster baiting.
I need paper
roster bait.
All right. Well,
Kleenex
guys,
do nothing, man.
It is Sunday, or not Sunday, Saturday, and I got to drive to the in-laws, which is a bit of a trek. So, going out for a couple of birthday parties. Look, like I said when we started this thing, I'm so glad the 3 of us hooked up because as soon as I kind of set my schedule, I had the 3 of us building a BBT. I'm glad we got to do it. Guys, check out Dan and I. We did 2 live drafts this week. One was again on the Player Profiler Network. We did a Fantasy Pros. We did the deep end invitational on Thursday on the Goat District channel, this channel here. And then Dan and I put together a special Owners Lounge, which I'll be dropping. Just need to edit it and get it out. And then this coming week on Wednesday on the Player Profiler Network, myself, Theo, Dan, and Andrew are going to be drafting a main event, FFPC main event live on Wednesday night, 7 p.m. special time on the Player Profiler Network. So check that out, guys. Smash the like, the subscribe. Make sure you check out myffpc.com right now. You've watched us draft on the site. If you're not already there, use the code GOAT for your first deposit. You get an extra bonus. But it's the best site in the world, whether you're playing redraft, best ball, or dynasty. myffpc.com. You guys are beautiful. Kev, Wheeler, this has been a blast. I can't wait to share this 200 grand with you guys. Maybe we take a little trip to Portugal or something.
Oh, but, sweet. Yeah, that sounds
guys,
great.
Keep smashing those drafts, and hope you win some bags. But we'll check you all real quick. Check you all later.
Go district. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, ball, and I bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball, cause I bleed, hey. Bleeding, I ball, defeated the odds, didn't see him at all. JD in the pods, I needed it all. I bleeded a lie, you bleeded a lie, nah, I bleeded a lie. And that's what I go do. Facts, let me show you. Happen to know dudes drafting, they don't do bad and they don't lose. Make you wanna bleed. It's the GOAT District, boys giving you the business and no gimmicks. The best ball drafts got me feeling like it's Christmas. Then it's Christmas all of a sudden, and these riches came from nothing. And I got this all from loving the district. See, I just drafted, forget it. I laugh at the critics, they mad at the digits. I clap back by listening. See, BALLiN ain't a problem if you kick it with them off. And I refresh the feed till autumn, then I bleed, go.
All right.
Yeah.
That was fun, boys.
Always.
You guys aren't in Vegas, are you?
I almost peed myself.
Next year.
Nice.
No.
That's usually Dan and I at the end of a show, especially the live drafts. We're just
Yeah, this is the first time I don't have to run off and piss.
That's
We did
hilarious.
this draft quick.
It was quick. It was during the midday, so it's a little easier to manage the peeing logistics. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But
And
I do
I'm
like
not
this team. Like,
half
in all
It's not a bad
seriousness.
squad, dude. It's got a shot.
No, I really like it. This is like a winning type of team.
For sure.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
bad.
for
You know, sometimes you draft a team and you look at it and you're like, "Fuck, man, that's just not it," right? Other times you just love it, and like I look at it try to look at it from a realistic point of view.
Yes.
I think JD, you hit the nail on the head, dude. Like, you're not counting on just 4 players to get you through, and if one of them got right, like you could see the balance in like how many outs we have to where if somebody hits and somebody misses, it's okay. You know what I mean? Like it's
exactly it.
There's a lot of swings in there, and I like it. I think having Hayden Hurst at tight end is gonna give you something, right? Like it's not gonna be a 0. Even if it's 6, 7, that's all you need. If the rest of your team is going off, it's those zeros.
It's a nice little security
believe it or
blanket
not,
just in case. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's roster construction,
Yep.
right? I always say, like, to me, the roster construction is the most important. That's why I like the back end of drafts, like, because I feel that's really where you shape up this. Look, you always hear that saying where your weakest link, right, is where you want to kind of focus. If your weak link at the back end is well built to match what you did in the first half, then that's where the teams, in my opinion, can be really strong. And I think that's what we did in this build.
Yep.
So that was well done, boys. It was fun too.
Definitely.